There's something that unforgiveness and bitterness does in the life of a person. Like it limits you, and it's actually like it builds up habits, and what gets you to a place that you now develop new negative habits, things that you would normally not do, things that you would normally not a way you would normally not act, you would start to act that way, start to think, you start to exhibit characters that is not in your nature to do. So you've been sent. So your healing is tied to the healing of so many people. Hi guys, how are you guys doing? And welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my video. So the last time I mentioned that I will be starting a series on healing, and I've only been able to do like just one part. So this will make the second part. And I remember saying the next part is going to be on how to start your healing journey. But I actually thought about it like why should I do the why should I tell you why you need to start or go on your healing journey without telling you the importance of actually healing. I think the importance will actually encourage you to actually go on your healing journey. So I'll just be going straight into the video. But you can do well to watch the first part. I'll link it here, or it will surely be in the description box if I don't link it here. So what's the first part, the introductory part of the video, for you to really understand and just you know really follow this series. So I'll be going to the first one now. The first reason why I would advise or encourage you to actually go or start your healing journey is for yourself. Healing first is Healing is first for you, not for the people who have offended you, not for the person who has offended you. Healing is first for you, and it is so important. It is so important. In the last video, I mentioned that it is just like saying, oh, somebody offended you and you want to take poison on behalf of the person, or you want to take poison to, punish the person, but you're actually hurting yourself. So healing is first for you. Healing is for yourself because there are so many things not healing actually does to you negatively. I don't even think there's a positive um is it gain? There's nothing positive to really gain for not forgiving somebody or for not healing. Everything is all negative, and I'm actually saying this from my own personal experience. If you watch the first video, you would understand. So healing is first for you. Heal for yourself. Heal for because like there's a lot that unforgiveness actually steals from the life of a man. There's a lot that bitterness does. Not choosing to heal is actually staying in that place, is fueling unforgiveness, is fueling bitterness. There's something that unforgiveness and bitterness does in the life of a person. Like it limits you, and it's actually like it builds up habits, and I'm saying this from my experience also. Like I've noticed how offenses, especially accumulated ones, can actually build up habits in you. How probably you're a person who is free, doesn't like overthink, and because of how much people have hurt you and how much you are still holding it in, you now become the overthinker, you become extremely sensitive, or like other things. I was thinking about it. Was through my healing journey I actually figured it out that actually what gets you to a place that you now develop new negative habits, things that you would normally not do, things that you would normally not a way you would normally not act, you would start to act that way, start to think, you start to exhibit characters that is not in your nature to do. So no, the first reason why you should heal is for you, because still contemplating, oh, this person does not, this person does not deserve my forgiveness. Then just do it for you. Do it for you. Do it for you, because there's just a lot that arts and all that just takes from a man, and it's not even worth it. It's not worth Second point is you because of the purpose of God upon your life. I made an example of myself in the last video that before life really hits me, before I lost my daddy 13 years ago, I am this person that has so much joy. Like I smile at the slightest thing. Anything makes me happy. Like I just have joy, regardless of what I'm going through. There's just this joy that I just have. But when so many things started happening, I almost lost that joy. I became like another person entirely. Became a person who would have that, even when I'm not angry or sad, like I just have this serious look, which was not in my nature. Um, and I was saying that based on the purpose that I know God has called me for, one of the reasons why I know God has created me, one of the offices I know God has sent me to, I need that joy part, that gift, that grace to showcase joy, is to, just be joyful, regardless of how you are feeling, regardless of the situation surrounding you. That joy, I need it for the purpose God has called me to. I need it. And the devil knew about that. Or probably he didn't know, but he knew this was like a weapon for me. He knew this was one of my weapon. And he brought so many things my way to just steal it from me. But thank God for the grace of God. So you need to heal for the purpose of God upon your life, because you've been sent. So your healing is tied to the healing of so many people. Your healing is tied to your purpose, is tied to your destiny. And please don't let the devil steal that from you. Heal for yourself, heal for the purpose of God upon your life, heal for the grace of God upon your life that so many people need to enjoy through you. So heal for God's purpose, because one thing I have noticed is a wounded soldier can't lead others to war. A woman that is broken will definitely produce other broken people. A family filled with broken people will reproduce broken generations. So you need to heal for the purpose of God upon your life, for you to really, reach the full potential that God has for you, the full potential that God has. The grace of God upon your life, you need to heal in order for you to, really lay hold of everything that God has for you. And the third point I would be saying is heal for your children, heal for the generations to come. And this is one thing I've been telling God even before I got married. Naomi did her best to raise us in the best way that she could. And I know of other people too who would I know of other people who would have the same story to tell of how the parents my parents are like the most amazing parents. As much as my dad died 13 years ago, I miss him so much, because both of them are like super super amazing parents. And I know everyone has the same thing to say about their parents, but there are just some things that we wish, there are some areas that we wish they could do better. And this is because, and they did those things because that was this was the picture they could see. This was what they could see. This was what was pictured to them, and it just looked like that's like the normal thing. Recently, my sister made a video online about how firstborns, talking about firstborns, and she made mention of a part where they will say beat them, they're younger ones and all that. Like there are just some mindset, there are just some things that looks like it is normal, this is how it has been done, that are actually wrong. So you need to heal if there are some things that you feel like probably your parents have done to you, uncles, aunties, or anyone, probably your teacher while we were growing up, or the society at large, probably some things, some areas that they've hurt you. This is your chance to do better for your children. Imagine a woman who grew up in an environment where there was so much aggressiveness, like the father is always aggressive towards the children, towards his wife. The mom is always aggressive towards the children. Like you can't, if a child can't even approach their parents to actually ask questions because you'll be snapped at. The use of negative words on children, cursing your children over little things, talking down on your children. And this thing has caused so much damage in the lives of so many adults. We have so many adults that are trapped in their younger self because of the things that they went through, the things that were said to them, that they did to them, that they have still not healed from, that they've still not been able to bring themselves to, like, come out of it. So heal for the next generation, heal for your children, do better for your children. And all this that have been said, you can achieve them as a believer. This is one reason why we have the Holy Spirit. There are some habits that we have, and this is why we also have the fruit of the Spirit as believers. There is joy, there is peace, there is self-control, and all that. There's a reason why they are called fruits, because a tree, if you plant a tree now, the tree is meant to the tree is meant to grow. The tree is meant to grow. That's why it's called a fruit. It's meant, like, before a mango tree can come out, then that tree has to go to a certain stage before fruit begins to come out. So this is the reason why it's called fruit, because it will take time. It needs to go through some process before those things begin to come. But as a believer, they are not making use of the fruit of the spirit, like the Holy Spirit is cautioning you. Let me take myself as an example. So with my baby, you know how parenthood, motherhood can be so overwhelming, and sometimes there's one thing I told God, that God, please, I want to have a better relationship with my children than I had with my than I had while growing up. And I know it will take so much to be that kind of parent. So when my baby was growing up, and when my baby was still a baby, growing up sounds like I now have like a 20 something year old. So when my baby was still a baby, because it's still my baby, my son was still like their newborn phase and all, still growing. Um, I know how babies want to show their frustrations through crying and all. And I am feeling overwhelmed. I'm tired. I'm trying to stop you from crying. I are still crying. Like, what do you want? I have done everything within my power. The frustration. So there was a time that out of it, I just yelled from frustration. And immediately I had the Holy Spirit tell me, remember what you told me. Remember what you said you want to do. Remember. And I just said, God, just help me. Just help me. Just help me. So as a believer, I'm not saying a time will come when you will not snap at them, but doing the right thing. We grew up in a society where it is a taboo for parents to apologize the right way. I know not everybody has this. I've had people say when their parents offend them, they will come to them and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, Abigail, the way I shouted at you. Oh, you were right." Like our parents, even when they find out that they are actually wrong, many parents, when they find out that they're actually wrong, they will never come back to meet you that, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought about what you said and I feel like you're right." Or, "I'm sorry, I know I spoke to you Ashley," or something like that. Like, because these are things that actually build like good relationships with you and your children. So the Spirit has just been helping me. So as a believer, you need to allow the Holy Spirit help you through your healing journey. We need to heal for the next generation. Like, there are so many bitter, broken people out there. Sometimes you are scrolling through the internet and a cute, interesting video that you watched and made you smile, made you happy. You go to the comment section and you are seeing all sorts of rubbish, and you are like, what is going on? Like, why are you guys making these things so deep? These are the things that happen when you have, you begin to reflect things that you didn't have, or things you just begin to reflect yourself on people, either intentionally or not intentionally. So I think this will be like my last point. Please, in case if you have points on why it is important for people to actually heal, probably you've gone through your healing journey, you're going through it, or you just know reasons why it is so important to actually go on your healing journey. please put it in the comment section. We want to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to drop comments, do well to just engage with this post, share with somebody that you know needs this. And I'll see you in the next one where we will be talking about um how to start your healing journey. I'm so glad, guys, that Joshua is sleeping. He has been rolling and rolling, and I've been scared that he's going to wake up. But I'm glad I eventually won. This is like the first video in a while that this boy is not interrupting. God, thank you. Okay, guys, until I see you in the next video. Bye.